Evening, folks. It's Wednesday evening. Fast, too. Alright. Beautiful day here in Virginia today. Southside Virginia. Got up to about 60. I'm going to say 62 to 64. A little breezy, but I got to fish this evening. Had some things I had to do this morning. Caught some fish. I tell you, they're hard to find here right now. I said this in a couple of videos. We have a lot of cormorants here. And we usually don't have this many. One of my neighbors, he lives waterfront. I seen him at the mailbox today. He said he counted 150 of them out in front of his house. He said, I counted them. And he said they were diving and coming up with fish. And he said some of them were baby catfish, about 6-8 inches long. And he said some of them were crappie. He said they're eating up everything. So I don't know. There's a bunch of them out there, and plus loons. I think that's scattering the fish. The fish are hard to find. At one time, I could go out here and stop a couple different places and catch 5 or 6 pretty easy, within 15, 20 minutes. And there was a lot of other boats around catching them. I've seen guys catching them one after another using menace and so forth. I have fished the last 2 days, and I tell you, finding them, I spent 45 minutes this evening before I ever seen a fish to cast at. Yeah, just running around with the trolling motor and live scope, going here, going different places, stopping and running around. Finally, I found a few, and I caught some of them. They're just scattered, and I think the birds is doing that, a lot of it. And there's a lot of people fishing. One time yesterday, one place I was fishing, I caught a couple, and I bet it was 4 boats around there, close together. Close enough you could talk, and I could hear them talking. And of course the water sound travels, but it wasn't that far. 40 yards apart, 30, maybe 30 yards at the most sometimes. Alright, but anyway, that's the way it is. The crappie pile up, and then there wasn't a bunch in that area. Finally, I just left it, and I spent the next hour and a half searching, and I never caught another fish. I went quite a few places, so today I started over again. I just started searching. So I reckon that what I'm saying is, if you want to catch something, you got to find them first. That's the point. I say that a lot in my videos. You can't catch them till you find them. If you go into the same spot every time this fish, they're going like, well, they wasn't biting today. If you don't have a live scope, were they there? If you don't see them when you're down imaging or side imaging, were they there? You got to spend some time sometimes and find them. This time of year, they're moving a lot. So I thought that would share that with y'all. Here, this is, let me get the camera, I can see. This is a remelt with the orange tail. The one on the video, they had a blue tail. Alright? I just haven't, I don't think I've even fished with that one yet. But I've been sticking some of the remelts in some of y'all's packages when you order, okay? Let me show you a few of the grub colors I've made this week. Alright, this is oil change. This is motor oil chartreuse tail. Yep, gonna be a good one, guys. Okay? This is cutie. Can you see that purple? It's a purple with a blue highlight. See how I got a blue shimmer to the outside of it? Yeah. And somebody made a comment to me the other day. They said, I'm having a lot of luck on your baits because they're different. That's why they're customized. This is dipstick. Yep, it's got a pearl on one side, just like dipstick does on the LC Shad. Motor oil other side. See that? Yeah. What y'all think about that? Dipstick's one of my #1 selling color. You know what the other one is? Blue Moon. This one's Blue Moon. Chartreuse one half. Other half is that bluish green. Can you see it in the camera? Looking through it, I can see the bluish green in it. It's a blue with the green highlight, guys. Yep. So yeah, that's different too, isn't it? Alright. This one's shiny. It's got that real shiny belly on one side. It's called Slick because it's got a chartreuse tail. It's a shiny body, but I put a chartreuse tail on it, then it's Slick. And the hot tails in LC Shad, this color is called Slick. It's shiny with the chartreuse tail. If you buy it in the LC Shads, it's called shiny. If you buy it in the hot tails with the chartreuse tail, it's called Slick. Works real good. That's probably dipstick, Blue Moon, and that shiny is probably the 3 colors that are going out here the fastest. And guys, I'm making some of the colors I'm making about as fast as I'm selling them. The black tip, I loaded it this morning, and I was low on it anyway. I don't remember now how many bags I actually had, but I think there's only 1 or 2 left. Y'all been on those today. So the sales have been really good, guys. I appreciate that. I've had orders every day, orders out. I've worked in the shop Monday and Tuesday all day making these new color grubs, and last week I worked most of the week making LC shads to restock. So appreciate y'all's orders. Appreciate you helping me out. I had a great January. On my site it tells me exactly what I done last year. And I'm going to add something else. I'm just having fun with y'all. It also tells me what baits generate the most money and the percentage wise. The LC shad is like 72% of my sales. And then it's the bug, the bug and the cricket. And then the other ones all together only make about 15%. You want to see what the number is going to be tonight? 207. That's a different number. All right, because like we've been doing low numbers. Last week it was what? 70. I marked through it. 95. All right. All right. Let me set back up. All right, guys. Here we go. Number is 207. 87. He's on the end out there. David is 227. 148. Pee-wee. 184. All right, we're going to write that down, Pee-wee. That's close. 184. I don't see a number. 164. Donnie's way over. Thank you, Donnie. Always something nice. Look here, 200. SC Fry. Okay, got you down. 345. We can just kick along here pretty good. George, don't see a number. 234, 135. You're going to have to take 200 to 207 to win now. 100. Thank you, Rodney. Appreciate you. I got a lot of new colors I'm working on. Like I said, I'm trying to come up with one right now to something like a fire tagger color, something to go, wow. The cutie color, guys, is going to be good for dark water. Some of y'all keep telling me that you need something for dark water. I'm looking at the 360, so that's why. 51. I'm working on it. I think about putting that powder blue I just was telling you about. It's bright. I think about putting it with that green. Yeah. And add a couple drops of green in it so it's bright green. One side blue, orange tail. Yeah. I might shoot around tomorrow see what they look like. Trying to come up with something really wild and crazy like a fire tagger. Y'all remember fire tagger? It was a bright yellow and green. Instead of that, I was going to go bright blue and green. I don't like to copy other people's colors. That's what makes them custom baits. There you go. All right. S.C. Fry's got it. He's the only one I've seen that was close. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all, guys. Y'all make a comment. What do you think? 'Cause I got to have them done this week. So if you don't comment on this video tomorrow, it ain't going to happen. Because my son's coming down Saturday to take pictures of the baits to put them on the site. Right now, I've got 14 colors in the grubs. Yep. The remelts, like I showed you, as I said earlier, they'll probably be sometime in March. I will get the remelts on. And there's going to be remelt blue, remelt chartreuse, and remelt natural smoke colors. It's going to be 3. So anything in the blues, they'll go that color. It won't be, you're not going to be able to pick them. But the blues will be, there'll be 2 or 3 blues that are close together. So I'm going to use Killer, Shiny, and all those will go in the pot for the blues. And then Limeade and Chiffon will go in for the chartreuse ones. And then the natural one will be Live Bait and Mealtime. Makes a nice, smoky looking natural bait. I done fished with all these remelts, guys, in videos. So I'm not selling you something that you can't catch fish with. Like I said, I'm going to put them in like 3 different body shapes. And I'll put about 20 in a bag, and we'll put a good price on them. And that way when you order, you're like, hey, get me a bag of those remelts. Yep. And they'll be fine. Right? I might even shoot some in the grubs too. Well, I've got it. I seen where somebody asked me here about the stingers. He wanted a color in the stinger. I don't remember who it was now. But look, here's the problem with the stingers, guys. Here it is. Dennis, you gonna keep on making glitz color in the stinger juniors? No, they're not gonna be on the site. I'm gonna quit making dual colors in the stingers. Now the stinger junior, I'm not gonna do away with any of those colors. I don't sell a bunch of them. But the stingers, big 4-size stinger, if you want a dual color, you just need to move over to the LC Shad. The LC Shad, and here's why. You ready? When I shoot, y'all see me with the shooting dual colors. I've got to heat 2 plastics within 5 degrees of each other. They got to be around 330 to 340, within 5 degrees of each other. Shoot both of them. Clean the gun. Clean the block. Heat the plastic back up. Empty the molds. Do it again. It's time consuming and there's a lot of waste. Okay. The other day I was shooting and my wife looked at the pile of waste of the runners. She said, "Oh my gosh." I said, "Yeah, that's just from grubs. That was from 15 packs of grubs." Guys, there's more waste than it was grubs. That's right. I guaranteed you only about 35% or 40% of the plastic, probably 30%, goes into the grubs. The rest of it goes into waste. I can't do anything with it but remelt it and try to sell them in the LC Shad or something. That's what I'm trying to do. I bet I've got 2 5-gallon buckets full out there of waste. Yep. That's $300 in plastic right there. And all I can do is throw it in the dumpster if I don't do it in remelts. That's why I'm not putting remelts on the site. Now, saying that, that's why I'm not making the dual colors and all these baits, guys. I have too much waste. If I make them in the Stinger Juniors and stuff, and I only sell a few bags of them, in the Stinger, the killer color in the Stingers, I think I made 20 bags to start with, and I'll bet you still 6 bags in there. And that's been almost a year ago. The dual colors in the LC Shad I've made over and over. As I said at the beginning, the LC Shad is over 70% of my sales. So I've got to go to where the money is, right? I can't waste money in the plastics and stuff that's not selling. That's just the way it is. That's all I can do. It's not worth my time. So I can make 96 the LC Shad at a time. Stingers, I make 30. The part about the Stingers, when I shoot 30, about 25 of them will be worth using. There'll be 5 of those 30 that won't even be worth using. There'll be all of one color, or not. The shoot won't be good. I can't use them. The grubs, I'm not getting all of them in the grubs. I'm losing about 4 or 5 each mold, and it's because they're so small, you know. But the LC Shad, I never lose any of them, and I can shoot 96 at a time. So I can shoot 4 times and have a bunch of baits, right? The Stingers, I shoot 4 times, I got 120. Yeah, that's it. So, and I won't get all of them. So business-wise, it's not smart for me to keep making baits in the Stingers, dual colors, in the Stingers Juniors. And Tadpole Juniors don't shoot much better. The big Tadpole shoots great, the 2-inch Tadpole. I will keep some of the dual colors and the 2-inch Tadpole, but they don't. I still got the originals of those. Still got the original killer I made the first time, and I made them last year in March, I think. I still got the original, some of the original bags that I made last year. The LC Shad is the seller. Appreciate y'all guys. See you next time, Fishing Lake Country.